Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So what I like to do is start off by holding each deck up to the screen to see if it resonates with you. And shout out to iJade. She is a very good astrologer that tweets a lot of information via Twitter. So make sure to check her out on Instagram. She has lots of informative tidbit information about astrology. And yes, girl, I have your deck out today. So make sure that you are watching. So let's go ahead and start off with deck number one. Could your story or energy be here in deck number one? All right. Or could your story be here in deck number two? Or could your story be here in deck number three? Which of these decks has your story in it? All right, so I hope you made your choice. We're going to go ahead and start off with deck number one. And I think this is the Green Witch Tarot, for those of you that are going to ask. I think this is one of the decks that the boxes are still, it got left in my storage. So I don't know the name of it for sure, but I think it's Green Witch. All right, central issue we have, I'm sorry, the first card out, we have the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Hanged Man, or the Oak King. We have the Crone or Strength. We have the Land of Shadows or Death. We have Four of Pentacles. Central issues are the Green Man, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Athems. Is it Athems? That which is equivalent to swords, or is it Athems? I guess that's witchy talk. So, and a Green Man is equivalent to the Fool. All right, so starting off, it is looking as if you may be getting ready to start a new journey. So there's definitely new beginnings here with the Ace of Cups out and the Green Man. There may be an opportunity coming out of nowhere, something that you were not expecting. This opportunity is a chance for you to follow your passions or your dreams. This can be something in regards to work, or it can be in regards to a relationship. But whatever the case, this is something new for you. I feel like this is a new adventure, something very exciting going on. And I feel like it's something that you're really going to care about, something that you can really sink your teeth into. Now, I also see something in regards to music. Those of you that have a platform, I feel that you have someone who is in the music industry that is following you, even if you don't know who they are. But I do feel like there is someone that follows you. Now, I also feel that has status, rather. And I also feel that you may at some point inspire others, or there may be other people that are being inspired by you. So I feel like maybe passion or hope or love is being restored into your life. I feel that you're going to have a lot of support that's like leading you or pushing you on some sort of path that you're wanting to go on. Whatever it is that you were wanting to do, you're being encouraged. And definitely, I don't know, I just kind of see you getting ready to take some sort of risk here. If it's in regards to a love situation, someone may be getting ready to take a risk and profess their love, or act, just kind of put it out there that they're interested. I feel like this person is galloping away. Matter of fact, it looks like this person may either like sport cars or black cars specifically. Someone also may have like a Mustang. So I do feel that some of you are going to get approached by someone. It could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo or a Capricorn. So yeah, I feel that another thing I'm getting here is that there may be several people trying to get your attention or singing your praises. So something happens where all of a sudden you just kind of feel inspired, motivated, and supported. Like people are showing you a lot of love. So I feel too there's a need for you to trust your intuition, trust the path that you're headed on. I feel like this is a very intuitive week for you. Everything has been leading up to this path that you're going or headed on. I also feel that you guys may have been having some sort of wild dreams as of late. I'm seeing something in regards to like fish. So I don't know if you've literally been dreaming about fish. I also feel that there's a need for you guys to see things from a different perspective or a higher perspective. I'm trying to see what this guy is doing. I feel like he's acting like a magician while in suspense. Maybe something's going to appear to you like a magic trick. And it's just like, how did that happen? You may end up amazing yourself, or someone may impress you, find a way that impresses you. Especially if you find yourself hard to impress. I feel like maybe there's someone that's going to really impress you. And it's just like, okay, you've got my attention. So you may start to view someone differently. Maybe even start to have some sort of romantic feelings for someone out the blue. Something else I was getting here. I'll get back to it if it comes to me again. Now, here with the Strength card, I feel like there's a need for you to have courage, to have the courage for the things that you're getting ready to take part with. You also may have someone to walk this path with you. I'm also getting a situation where something is like an odd couple. If this is about a relationship, I see an odd couple forming. Something that would kind of catch people off guard about the person that you're walking your path with. It may be something where there's an age difference. It could be a situation where there could be a difference in race, and maybe that's just something that people would not expect. And I also see someone around you where maybe people view this person as a wild factor, someone who's not able to be tamed, but here you are with them, and this person, it's easy for you to be with this person. This person trusts you. So I feel like there's some sort of loyalty building up between you and someone. If it's not romantic, I just keep getting like odd couple. You guys trust each other. There's loyalty between the two of you. And whoever has that wild energy, there's someone around, whether it's you or the other person, this person knows how to tame that wild energy. So maybe you're the one that knows how to tame someone, or someone knows how to tame you. I don't know why I'm getting someone saying good boy. Maybe that is, or good girl. Maybe that's something in regards to someone having a literal pet, or maybe it is some sort of unusual desire or connection that you're having with this person. Now, what I also get just from the traditional sense, because I'm going based off intuitive feelings from the pictures, but in the traditional sense, it could be a situation where someone is offering you their love or an opportunity, any opportunity. And you may say, I'm going to think about it. And it looks like you really want this opportunity, but for whatever reason, you are hesitant or restraining yourself from indulging in whatever is being offered to you. That might even be diet-wise too, I just got. Or drinking, or any type of thing that you're trying to get together. It's like, whatever is being offered to you, it's like, oh, doesn't this milkshake look delicious? Or doesn't this dessert tempt you? Doesn't this tempt you? You know, and maybe you're like, you know, like, why are you dangling this in my face? I'm going to hold out. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to indulge. So for some of you, I feel like you're trying not to indulge in something for whatever reason. You might be feeling like something's a trap. So that's the thing that I was picking up earlier. I don't know why it just looks like a bear trap to me, even though it's invisible, or some sort of mental trap, because he's coming off as the magician. So maybe this is a different type of way to manipulate. Or very clever, like manipulation from a higher source. Like this is high level manipulation, I guess. Like a literal magician, like you'll never figure out how David Blaine or Chris Angel was able to float. You know, especially David Blaine went 3, inches off the ground, and Chris Angel went a whole story off the ground. So it's like, okay. And then it's like, you couldn't figure out how he was doing that, because they had like a hoop moving all through him. And it's like, okay, there are no strings attached. Like, how was he levitating this high up? So this does look like some sort of high level form of manipulation, however you want to put it. There is a need for someone to maybe surrender. Now we have an ending with the Land of Shadows. I'm going to say for this, just looking at the images and take this from a spiritual perspective, I feel someone who has crossed over has been maybe watching or observing you. They're still in the shadows. Maybe they appear to you in the form of insects, so, and we talked about spirit animals, and yes, I'll do another spirit animal reading. I just haven't figure it out when, but I'll do another spirit animal reading. But it does look like maybe, you know, your ancestors or your loved ones who have crossed over are still watching over you. So now it does look like either way there's going to be some sort of transformation, and then we have the butterfly on here, also indicating that transformation. So whatever path you're getting ready to go down will transform you. It could also be that you don't have to do this alone. Like I said, you have someone to walk this transformative path with. You also may have decided to let go of something or give up something that could have been holding you back, or something that you could have been holding on to, even if it was some sort of anger or grudge, or some sort of love that you kept holding on for someone. You could be maybe letting that go, especially if there's a new offer coming in that seems like unconditional love, or something that you've never experienced before. Or maybe you are having unconditional love for yourself and it's definitely helping you transform. So if you are completely like solo, I still feel like you're getting ready to start a new adventure. Something has maybe recently inspired you or motivated you on some sort of new path. And I feel that you've seen things from a different perspective. Maybe you understand yourself differently. You know yourself inside and out. There's something that you just recently came to the realization about yourself. And I feel that it has strengthened you. It's giving you thick skin. And I feel like you've been transformed some type of way. And now you are coming off as some sort of elder for other people, regardless of your age. It's your wisdom that is coming off kind of elder, because it's like, wow, you are wise beyond your years, no matter what your age is. And I just feel like you have undergone some sort of transformation. You finally are able to release something so that you can receive something back, or so that another path can be cleared out for you. I feel like you did it on your own. So you may be also reclaiming your power. Now, I don't know why, too, I got like literally reclaiming something like furniture-wise. So I don't know if you take things and reclaim them, make them serve a different purpose, or, you know, redecorate things. Or maybe that's something going on in your home, like you're reclaiming something and making it, transforming it into something else here. Even like with these pinnacles, I noticed that she's relocating them. They were on this wall and now she's moving them over here. Maybe some of you who had a spiritual altar, you are removing them from where you had them, especially if you had something near water. I don't know if you're putting it near water or removing it from a place where there was water. But I feel like there's something that you're making some sort of changes to your spiritual altar. Maybe intuitively you felt like spirit was like, we don't like this spot, you know, move us. So I do feel like you're rearranging some things. This also could deal with some sort of feng shui. Maybe you felt the urge to move the furniture around in your home or your room to bring in more blessings. Maybe you've recently bought some plants into your home. For some of you, I feel like maybe your plants died and you had to go out and purchase new ones. I don't know, I'm getting like a lot of little random messages too. Now, I'm also getting an image of someone who has been in hermit mode so much that someone is coming to check on you. like they might literally show up at your door like, are you okay? You've been quiet. We just wanted to make sure, you know, you weren't up in here just decaying. You know, so I feel like someone may be checking on you, or you may be checking on someone because you haven't heard from them. If it's not like going to their home or someone coming to your home, it's at least, you know, someone emailing you or texting you or calling you just to check up on you to make sure you're okay. It's like you've been dead silent. You've been very isolated and to yourself. Is everything okay in there? Now, I also am getting images of having to change, rearrange, or transform your business. If you have a business, if you have a job, you may have had to let the job go. There's some changes that you're making to your life. There are definitely some sort of changes that you're making. Let me look at the Lord of Shadows here. Now, what I'm also getting mentally, there's a need for those of you that are going through some sort of anxiety or depression to meditate, to just relax and meditate until it passes. I know Pluto and Saturn conjunct in Capricorn may be affecting you a lot, especially if you have planets in Capricorn. And then I just was talking about the Capricorn. So it's clarified by the devil. So I feel maybe someone is coming out of depression or out of a dark place, or putting an end to something, that was toxic, or like a codependency, temptation, like what I was saying earlier, how it looked like you were being tempted with something, and maybe it is something that you're trying to get a hold of within yourself, so you're denying yourself something. And I feel like whatever you've been denying yourself is for a higher cause. It's like either you're trying to get something back in order, like your physical health, making some sort of changes in your diet. Maybe you've been eating too much junk food, or just eating excessively, period, and you're trying to change that. Or it's just whatever type of habits. It's, what's that saying? Old habits die hard. That's what I feel like is happening. Old habits die hard. Now, also, if someone has been obsessively watching, or you have been obsessively watching someone, I feel that obsession is simmering down, is dying out now. That fire is burning out. So also, if you have been just kind of stuck on a person that wasn't any good for you, even if it was just a friend or a family member, I feel like that is no more. It's just like, you know what, I'm letting that person go. That was toxic energy, and I just need to release that. Now, the other thing I'm seeing too is if there has been dead silence. Like I feel that somebody has been going through some sort of transformation, even if it has been sadness or depression. Someone's been quiet because they were going through some sort of transformation. So I feel that out of that transformation, there's going to be light again. But someone has been in a cocoon state here. And if there's been dead silence, you may hear from someone again, and they're like, yeah, I had to, you know, I was going through something, or, you know, I went through these changes. Somebody could have been sick. But I do see the truth coming out There's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. There was someone that was doing some sort of healing. It's like someone's been in recovery. Yeah, I feel like someone's been in recovery. It can be any type of recovery. Recovery from a breakup, recovery from drugs or alcohol, recovery from depression. And now someone is stabilizing their life again. So these energies could be you or someone around you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, the King of Coins, the Moon. We have the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. All right, so, and this is mystical manga for those of you that ask. All right, so there seems to be two people who are daydreaming about each other, two people who are in love, two people who are in a honeymoon phase. I feel like there's fire and heat between the two of you. Things can become very passionate to the point where they're boiling and spilling over. So you could be dealing with any sign. It was about to storm out here. Okay, you could be dealing with any sign. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, could be dealing with any sign, but those are the ones that are standing out. But it looks like two people are kind of discussing maybe some sort of plans for the future. It's like, yes, you're someone that I want to be with. I'm in love with you. Let's have a baby. You know, I just kind of feel like two people who are very passionate about each other are both fantasizing about the same thing. I feel that this is about dreams and hopes or wishes coming true for many of you. And I feel there's someone, so if you're single, I feel like there is someone from your past returning. If it's not literally someone from your past, it still feels like someone that you have a soul connection with. If it's not romantic, it can just represent a friend, and this is like a kindred spirit or a soulmate. You know, this is someone who you just have a natural connection to. There's a natural trust. And I also feel like someone has a secret that they want to share with you because they trust you. And you trust them too. It's mutual. Someone is afraid or comes off as very guarded, and it's like, I don't normally trust everyone. I don't know that I can trust everyone. But, you know, and I feel like this person also may have been through the storm in the past, an emotional storm. And this is why it's hard for them to let their guards down. You also may be at a crossroad, especially if you're in a relationship. It's like, I'm not seeing a lovers, but there is something happening where maybe you are still daydreaming about someone from your past. So you're like, maybe they recently reached out to you and you're like, wow, now I'm a little torn, or I'm happy in my relationship. I need to protect this relationship. But at the same time, I do have love for, you know, this energy here. So someone definitely wants to offer you something. I feel like if you're single, you have several love offers to choose from. And especially, you know, this person here, I feel like they really want to prove something to you. This person is coming towards you with a serious offer. There's something that is giving you anxiety for whatever reason, or at some point I feel like maybe you become paranoid, or I feel like I'm, oh, bless me. I feel like something happens where you become maybe paranoid or over emotional about something. Like you're feeling like you're drowning. You're drowning in regards to how you're feeling with somebody, feeling about somebody. It's like the past is happening again, or all these memories are flooding back to you. So I'm not sure what that's about, but something about your past is coming back to haunt you, it feels like. Your emotional past. So any type of traumas that you have, maybe mommy issues, daddy issues, trust or abandonment issues, all of those type of things are flooding back. Now, it also could be because this person that you're connecting to is a reflection of something that you buried deep down in your subconscious. Maybe you've also been dreaming a lot. So those of you that are highly intuitive and have been having any type of unusual, random, vivid dreams, maybe that is to prepare you for this soulmate that is coming towards you. Something may be getting ready to be confirmed. I don't know. I just feel like you're pretty guarded about something. Something has been eclipsed. And then when the truth comes out, I feel like it's overwhelming. And I'm not quite sure what this is. Now, only because I hear all this wind blowing and it's getting ready to storm over here. I don't know if some of you are literally going through some sort of storm where you are, if there's going to be some sort of flooding in your area, or just a flood of snow depending on where you live. Maybe you're worried about what you've gotten yourself into. Some of you feel like you're emotionally worried about something you got yourself into, whether it is a relationship or if it is love. Some of you are, I feel, having some sort of concerns about a pregnancy. I don't know if you're afraid to be pregnant, if you're concerned about what type of parent you would be, or if you have a fear that this person wants to get you pregnant. You're like, what is this person's intentions? Because he does have like a sinister look on his face. It's both sinister and seductive to me. So I don't know if, you know, maybe you're like, what is this person's intentions? Are they trying to get me pregnant? Or what if I am pregnant by them? How can I tell them? If you were dealing in a situation where you've been kind of messing with several people, maybe you're like, who is the father? I don't know who the father could be. I'm concerned. So there's something that could be worrying you emotionally. Let me try and get some clarity for you guys. I mean, it does look like there's a lot of happiness, but also things are coming off as an illusion as well. Let me look at the moon first. I feel like some of you are really going to be torn between two people. So for some of you, it's definitely dealing with a Pisces or a water sign. I feel like you're dealing with someone who's highly psychic or intuitive. Sometimes you may even be an empath. So some of you might find yourself overwhelmed or flooded with emotions out the blue because you're tapped into other people's energies, whether it's your love interests or it could be strangers. There are different types of empaths. There are empaths who also pick up on natural disasters. I'll just never forget the time that I read a story, or I don't know if it was on the news or if it was just something I read. Well, it was this woman that used to get like severe headaches. Finally, she realized that she was getting these severe headaches anytime there was getting ready to be like a major storm. Maybe you had a dream or premonition about something troubling getting ready to happen storm-wise. Like sometime, I think before that tsunami happened, there were quite a few people who had some sort of disturbing dreams. But yeah, you could be an empath or dealing with someone who's an empath or all of those other highly intuitive abilities that I mentioned before. And then see, here it is, the Lovers. You are getting ready to have to make some sort of choice, and you love both of these people differently but equally. There's something that they both have to offer, and you are really literally torn. It's like, oh my God, I love both of these people deeply. I could see myself with both of these people. And maybe that's something that you never experienced before. Like, you've never been in that predicament where you had deep feelings for two people to the point where you were like, can I really just be with both of them? Like, can I work something out? Can I be open? Like, maybe polyamory isn't that bad, you know, something maybe, and maybe too, you might be surprised that you would even have certain type of thoughts or feelings. And it's like something that's been buried deep within you, something that has been in your DNA, and you were like, I didn't even know I had that in me, to have a divided heart, you know. So something's going on with you emotionally, and I really feel that it's having to do with two people that you care deeply about. I feel like if you're single, you like your choices. The only dilemma is who to choose, or can I keep both? That's what I feel like your dilemma is. I feel that there's someone that really is going to give you a lot of attention. Someone's really opening up to you and being completely raw and vulnerable. There's a lot for you to think about. You have to prioritize things. It's just down to the path that you're on, who's going to walk with you, who's going to be supportive of the path that you're on. You know, I feel like you're just going to have to start combing through the sand. Like, what's that saying? Combing through something with a fine-tooth comb, basically, to really figure out what's best for you. Like, emotionally, you may get to the point where you're overwhelmed and can't make a logical decision. So I feel like you need to detach from the emotional part of this decision and focus on the practical. And something has been what you've been waiting for a very long time. I feel like you are like, I've been waiting for this for so long, and now it's just flooding. I'm flooded with options, or I'm flooded with opportunities. I wasn't expecting this. So you're going to have to put some serious thought into your situation. And then for some of you, it is about maybe you're involved with someone who is happily married, or maybe their relationship is an illusion. Maybe your relationship is an illusion. I'm just getting blurred lines. It's like you can't be so quick to judge, or you might realize that you can't be so quick to judge because now you're in a dilemma where now you get it. And I don't know what this situation is fully, but you know, I've just been giving those examples, especially since we have so many cups out. It just really looks like it has to do with some sort of love relationship, but it could have to do with, you know, career, maybe feeling torn between career, torn. Should we remain lovers or business partners, or can we just be both? But I feel like you're torn or conflicted. Let me, something also may seem just too good to be true. Too good to be true. And you're like, somebody please pinch me. You know, did somebody give me a roofie? Like, what's going on? Let me look at the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is someone that has been either in and out of your life, or you hear from this person on and off. It's hot and cold, like I was saying earlier, fire and ice. I feel like this again has to do with some sort of difficult decision. And I also feel like the past keeps haunting you, like you have to keep repeating some sort of lesson over and over again. This is someone coming into your life where you've shared many lifetimes together. This person is always someone that comes to play their role. It's like, okay, this is the role that I came to play in this lifetime. And they help you with the lessons that you're supposed to be learning and developing, to help you evolve. Romantically, somebody's struggling financially and they're coming to you for help or assistance. So there may be some sort of changes coming to your home. You may be offering to help someone. So it's coming off as like Six of Pentacles energy for me. But you're doing this out of love. It's like you want to help somebody because you love them. And then for others of you, this is some sort of situation where we're juggling. We're juggling. You might be going between two different people, or someone keeps coming back to you every time their relationship ends, or you know, something happens with them and the other person, and then they come back to you. But I still feel like if they are connected with somebody, they still have love for this person. They still have love for whoever they keep leaving and running back to, or you still have love. Maybe you guys share a family, or maybe because, you know, family and children are involved. I also feel that there's two people that have been thinking about each other over and over again. Maybe you've also been looping some sort of song. Maybe someone has been metaphysically trying to reach out to you. There could be something going on between an air sign and an earth sign. But there's definitely some sort of decision to make, and somebody who keeps coming in and out of your life every lifetime. Like, you know this person very well spirit-wise. You may feel very deeply connected to this person, and they always come to help you understand things that you are suppressing deep within, to help you process it and to help you deal with it and to help you face your insecurities and fears, or they help you understand where they come from. So I also wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of 12th house connections between you and this person. So let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. We have the King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Justice, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, Central Issue, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Five of Swords. All right, so Seven of Pentacles, there's been a lot of waiting for something to materialize, something that you've been waiting for, and maybe you've been waiting for, to meet the right connections, whether it be romantic or business related. But there is someone from your past that I feel that you've been thinking about. I mean, if it's not from your past, it's still maybe you wondering about a soulmate, wondering if someone is your soulmate, or maybe you know someone is your soulmate and you just want some sort of confirmation. Maybe you're waiting for confirmation. Does this person know I love them? Does this person know I'm thinking about them? Does this person know that I exist? So it looks to like with the Five of Swords, there's a situation where there is a standoff. You know, there's a competition, like a negative competition going on with who can hold out the longest without acknowledging the other person, who can ignore the other person the longest. So it's some sort of mean-spirited competition going on. Five of Swords is also something where, you know, we are showing, it's like when you love that person, but you show it in an odd way. It's like you have a very unusual way of showing someone that you love them. Oh, you know, I love you so much, I'm not going to call you for the rest of my life type of energy. You know, it's odd. It's odd. It's someone who is very guarded with their feelings and their emotions. And so, you know, I've used the example before, you know, when you're kids and a little boy punches the girl because he likes her. So this is someone who shows their love through distance or pain. It may be unintentional or not, you know, but I'm thinking it's more of a defense mechanism. It's like, I'm mean to you before you, or I'll push you away before you can push me away. Matter of fact, that makes me think of Jade again. My astrologer friend who I mentioned, she's said that if you have any type of Moon Pluto connections, it can cause that. So like if you have Moon, I guess, opposite, square, or trine Pluto, like the major aspects, or conjunct Pluto, you know, I guess that can make you push someone away. So yeah, I feel like two people who really care about each other deeply are trying to push each other away, or their defense mechanism is being guarded and distant or mean. But it looks like there's a truce coming. I feel like there's going to be a truce. It's like, do you want to lay down your swords? Yes, let's lay down our swords. I'm tired of fighting. This, again, like I said, can be dealing with friends or family work, co-workers, where, you know, maybe there's been some sort of hostility at work. And I feel like at some point, someone's like, let's put the past behind us. Truce, you know, I help you, you scratch my back, you scratch mine. You know, there's some sort of mutual agreement to put down the weapons. So there's going to be a lot of contemplating. Like I said, there's a need for you to also put your life in order, or put some things in order, or prioritize. That's what I'm trying to say. Prioritize your life, or there's some sort of decision that maybe you're needing to make, but you need to make some sort of practical decision. It's like, okay, let's set our differences aside so that we can make some sort of practical decision. We need to make some money, or we're both looking for love. So let's be practical. Let's put our weapons down. You know, we're supposed to be friends. We can't let this emotional stuff get in the way or cloud our judgment. So whatever, I see people putting their petty differences aside and opening up. So definitely we're being more receptive, more open, more sensitive to other people's needs. And I feel that there's this new opportunity being offered to you. Now, you may have an opportunity to start some sort of new job, or maybe you're dealing with anything where there's legalities involved. Maybe you are making some sort of decision to change your name. Maybe you're making a decision to change your business name. Maybe someone is proposing to you and they want you to have their last name, because it does look like he's offering maybe a ring, or, you know, something solid, offering a new beginning. And then also here, this looks like a need to get things back balanced and on track. And it looks also like we maybe have a potential soul contract. There's a soul contract between you and a soulmate, or you and a kindred spirit, or maybe you're making some sort of business transaction. Spiritually, you're spiritually contracted to do work with somebody, whether it be business or romantic or both. Or maybe you're understanding why a friend came into your life. So also it can be any sign, but we do have Scorpio, Libra, and maybe Aquarius coming out. And Pisces and Cancer. I feel like someone wants to do the right thing. Like if you are propositioned for something, maybe someone's asking you for a favor, or maybe someone's suggesting something to you, you are wanting to make an informed decision. So this is you weighing the pros and cons. Again, making some sort of practical and logical decision. You're looking at a situation from all angles before you make a final answer here. Maybe you're asking the opinion of other people. Now, be careful from any contracts that you're signing. These two cards together looks like you could be signing a shady deal. So those of you that have some sort of business contracts, make sure it's fair, because I feel like someone might be trying to get away, or hoping that you don't notice something. Well, I hope they don't notice this, or I hope they don't notice that. This also makes me feel like someone is withholding some sort of information, especially some sort of legal information. Maybe you have to lie on an application for something, you know, any application, job application, credit application. It's like, well, you know, I just told a little white lie, or I'm not going to talk about that. Hopefully they don't find that on my record. You know, maybe someone's lying about their criminal past. Or Or it's a matter of, you better ask them, because if you don't ask, they're not going to volunteer the information. I also feel that if you decide to move forward with a new job, either they're leaving something out of the job description or benefits, like something you're not seeing, something you're overlooking. You might be intentionally turning a blind eye to something. You also may literally just work in a legal job field or dealing with the law. I feel like someone is breaking the law, but only because of their knowledge or information. It's just like, oh, I'm not really breaking the law. I'm just learning about it and using it against the system. Nothing says I can't do this, so technically I can get away with it. So I don't know what that is. It might be a weird situation where it's like, well, we weren't legally married, or we found out because he wasn't a real priest, or he didn't have his license now, where that nulls or voids the contract. So something could end up making a contract null and void. Now, what I also get here is someone just basically planning on surprising you with how they feel. Someone that cares about you may be snooping around, looking for you, trying to find out information. Or you may be doing that. I feel like both of these is some sort of response or confirmation. I feel like you're going to have confirmation of something that you were questioning. You're going to have some sort of response. Yes, someone will acknowledge you. Let me look at the Seven of Swords. Make sure that your kids aren't sneaking out at night. I see someone doing something in secret, either like starting a new job in secret, like going to a job interview without telling, your employer what's happening. Like maybe you're not really planning on putting in your 2 weeks notice. This someone could be cheating in a marriage. Yeah, I feel like something's being covered up. Someone's intentions could be misleading as well. Maybe someone is coming to you with a business opportunity when they really want love, or someone is coming with a love opportunity when they really want to just be business partners. So I feel like someone is misleading you with what it is that they have to offer. They're saying one thing, but behind their back, their fingers are crossed behind their back, or they're holding something else behind their back. They're not laying all the cards out. They're like, I can't show them my whole hand. Yeah. So someone is partially covering up their intentions. The only thing I will say is that it does look like Someone is re-strategizing their approach to you. I feel like someone is like, this has not worked at all. Nobody won with the Five of Swords. So someone came up with a new strategy and they're like, okay, got it. This is what I'll do, and this is my excuse to connect with this person. So I feel like someone connects with you really because they like you, but they're going to come at you in a different way. And I feel like it's like you're being thrown off guard. You get what I'm saying. See? So someone from your past, I feel like, is coming back into the picture. Again, if it's not from your past, it's just that kindred energy, that soulmate energy, someone who wants to connect with you. There could be a possibility that someone wants family. Someone maybe is in love, but they're covering it up. Someone may be wearing a poker face when they talk to you, but it's like deep down, they're just like, they're butterflies all over the place. They're really in love. This even could be a situation where there's a client and maybe someone is just like, I'm going to pay you for your services, but what they're really wanting to do is have excuses to communicate or talk with you. If you at the workplace, you're supposed to be doing your everyday work. Here this person is like, hey, I'm running down to this office. Do you want me to drop something off for you, or you want me to take that? Like this person is talking business. They're all about business. They're talking about health. They're asking for anything. They're pussyfooting all around the subject of love. If this is a love situation, they're going to be talking about everything else under the sun except for their feelings for you. So that's another thing, is that there's going to be indirect communication with feelings. Could be a situation, something's going on between these two energies. Looks like between the two of them is maybe really family or wanting to have a baby. Maybe if you're already in a relationship, somebody is trying to find out, how do I tell them I'm pregnant? Or how do I tell them that I want a baby? Someone has been withholding, someone's been withholding a secret. Now, hopefully it's not a situation where, well, if you're in a relationship, it does look like someone is hiding the fact that they have a baby. Hopefully it's not a situation where there's someone that you want to get with or come back into your life. Let's just say you've been broken up for a few months, but by the time they come back into the picture, it's like, damn, I've only been gone for 3 months and you got somebody pregnant, just something like that. I'm not really getting that energy, but it does look like there could be the possibility of a secret pregnancy. But this can also represent the birth of an idea getting ready to manifest. It does indicate that your desires are getting ready to materialize. Something's getting ready to become a reality. Like that dream that you could have had, that was the impregnation of something. And then here it is manifesting. Yeah. So those are basically the messages that I have for you guys, but I hope it has made sense. I hope they resonate. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.